This week in history, we're going to be exploring the life of this guy. If you don't know who that is, then you probably haven't seen Night at the Museum.
I'm Theodore Roosevelt. Bully for me.
President Roosevelt is part of our Badasses of History series.
Badass.
Teddy's aptitude for kicking ass and taking names comes from the values instilled in him by his father.
Badass.
I guess you could say that badassery runs in his veins.
Badass.
Teddy was heavily influenced by his father, who was described as
The best man I ever knew. He combined strength and courage with gentleness, tenderness, and a great unselfishness. He would not tolerate in us children selfishness or cruelty, idleness, cowardice, or untruthfulness. At times, I wondered if he was a man or a bear from a children's cartoon wearing my father's clothes.
Not only was he a gifted orator, but he was also a soldier, explorer, author, and avid couponer.
Bully! Savings!
This was a man who was so badass that he lost sight in his left eye while boxing, while still president. Kind of like a jock trying to relive all of his past glories by challenge everyone to wrestle with him.
Excuse me, Cuba belongs to Spain.
I'll wrestle you for it.
Please, no.
Now imagine yourself in a crowd in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. No, 1912 Milwaukee, Wisconsin. You're preparing to see President Roosevelt speak when he is struck in the chest by an assassin's bullet, but decides that medical attention is a waste of time and gives the entire 90-minute speech anyway. If that doesn't give you a patriotic chubby, I don't know what will.
Listen, I know a lot of you are against Obamacare, but suddenly I feel that healthcare is very important. Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know whether you fully understand that I have just been shot. But it takes more than that to kill a bull moose.
Loss would pierce his heart even when an assassin's bullet could not. 11 hours after Theodore Roosevelt's mother died, his wife Alice also died. He would go on to write in his diary, "The light has gone out of my life," and then he drew a large X across the page.
Badass.
I know, buddy. I know. Just like in the classic westerns, Teddy Roosevelt would leave his daughter in the care of his sister and ride out west. He died on January 6, 1919, in his sleep from a coronary embolism. It turns out that the only thing that could kill a bull moose was his own heart. I'm Peter Van Pelt. That's been This Week in History.
Badass.
Really? You guys are dicks.
Oh, suck on that.
I'm a problem. What?
Badass.